This is the syllabus for Ancient History and Medieval Europe, History 101, Section 101, Fall Semester 2019. The course is scheduled for Mondays and Thursdays in the morning at 9:30 a.m. to 10:45 a.m. in McLarty-Goodson, room 115. Course description. This is an introductory level course on ancient, medieval, and early modern Europe, focusing on European society from the Greeks to the 17th century. The course includes a discussion of the major civilizations that contributed to the rise of Europe. Students learn about Greco-Roman heritage, the Middle Ages and Christian heritage, the Renaissance, the Protestant Reformation, and the European exploration of the world as defining events. General Education Learning Outcome. This course meets the requirements for General Education Distribution Area 3A. This course is designed to help students develop a critical understanding of society within a global context. In this course, students will learn to analyze primary source documents and artifacts, demonstrating perspectives informed by historical causality and context. I'm your instructor, Joshua Wilkey. My office is in McLarty-Goodson, 103. My email is wilkeyjr@brevard.edu. That's WILKEYJR@brevard, BREVARD.edu. My office telephone number is 828-884-8323. Brevard College Mission Statement. Brevard College is committed to an experiential liberal arts education that encourages personal growth and inspires artistic, intellectual, and social action. Educational Philosophy Statement. Experiential education is a philosophy and methodology in which educators purposefully engage with learners in direct experience and focused reflection in order to increase knowledge, develop skills, and clarify values. Why study history? This course will likely be substantially different from the history classes you took in high school. Here at Brevard College, our history courses are designed to teach you to speak effectively in informal dialogue as well as in formal group presentations, identify and analyze primary sources effectively, understand multiple causality and the impact of past events on the present, demonstrate research skills and appropriate use of documentation, and write effectively, showing a mastery of content and historical argument. Required course materials. One book is required for this class. It's by Ober, Norman, and Carnes, The Threshold of Democracy, Athens in 403 BCE, 4th edition. This book is available at the campus bookstore, but you may purchase it anywhere you want so long as you have it in hand by the beginning of the second week of class. It is available both to rent and to purchase on Amazon, and it's Prime eligible. Be sure you acquire this book as soon as possible, as it will be essential to have starting in the second week of the class. Disability Statement. If you have an academic accommodation letter issued through the Office of Student Accessibility and Disability Services, please arrange a time with me soon to present your AAL and to discuss your specific accommodation needs. If you believe you have a disability and do not have an AAL, if you have emergency medical information, or if you need special arrangements for building evacuation, please contact the Office of Student Accessibility and Disability Services, located in the Experiential Learning Commons in 112 Jones Library, or at Disability Services at brevard.edu, kathleen.koontz@brevard.edu, that's KATHLEEN.KOONTZ at brevard.edu, or at 828-884-8131 to discuss arranging accommodations for this course. Civility Policy. Students are expected to engage in thoughtful, mature, and civil dialogue and debate. We will sometimes agree to disagree during the course of our conversations this semester. Disagreement is both encouraged and accepted. However, conversations must be carried out in a civil manner. Students should demonstrate respect for their classmates, their instructor, and this institution by engaging thoughtfully and considerately. As we will likely discuss at length, words mean things. Choose your words carefully, understanding that you could, even unintentionally, hurt your classmates with your words. In particular, flippant remarks like "that's gay" or "that's retarded" will not be tolerated. Our classroom will be a safe and democratic environment where adults thoughtfully engage in spirited and intellectual discussions with one another. Connect with Professor Wilkey. Though I have set office hours, I'm usually in my office from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., except when I'm teaching or elsewhere on campus in a meeting. If my office door is open, please come in. If the door is closed, but the sign says knock first, then come on in, please do knock, then come in. I want to get to know you as humans and as students. When you're struggling, especially in my class, come talk to me. We can work out most problems so long as we can communicate about them. If you can't come by in person, email anytime. My social media is also student-friendly, so feel free to connect that way, though I do not ever discuss school or class-related issues via my social media accounts. Student expectations. Be who you are. Be kind. Be responsible. Go change the world. Code switching. For many of us, succeeding in college and in the world outside of our homes has meant that we have to code switch. In other words, the way we speak in public and at school is not the way we speak at home. We do this because we've been told the way we speak is somehow not good enough. I believe that's bullshit, and in my class, I hope you'll feel comfortable enough to be who you are. As a means of making you more comfortable to be who you are, I promise that I will be my genuine self in class, too. I'm from Appalachia. I'm a first-generation college student. Growing up, people made fun of me for being white trash. I lived in a trailer, and I thought that made me inferior to other people who didn't. For a lot of years, I was ashamed of my Appalachian accent because I thought it made me stupid. It didn't. And you are not stupid or inferior because of who you are or where you come from, either. In our class discussions and in your writing assignments, be who you are. Talk the way you talk. Write the language you use in your own cultural comfort zone. Know that this will not always be a possibility in higher education. In fact, this is not the way I operate in my own upper-level courses. But in a 100-level course, I'm much more interested in you expressing yourself accurately and with the use of evidence. That's often easier when you're allowed to use your own language. Essentially, my only requirements are that you do not attack others or use profane language just for the sake of being obscene or inflammatory. Technology usage. For the entirety of my teaching career, I've fought with student phone usage, and I lose every time. This semester, for the first time, I'm trying something radically different. Instead of asking you to check your phones at the door, I'm instead going to require that you bring an electronic device to every class meeting. I'd prefer that you bring your laptops or a tablet, though your phone will work for most applications in a pinch. There are some rules we have to follow, though, to make this work for all of us. Technology etiquette. I'll be asking you to use your electronic devices often, but please only use them for class purposes during class. When I'm talking or lecturing, you should be taking notes, not playing on your phone. To make this work and keep us all accountable, I'll ask you to honor the resting position when we aren't actively using our electronic devices. For phones and tablets, this means that when you're not actively using them for the activity we're doing in class, your phone and/or tablet should be placed face down on your desk. I tend to circulate around the classroom during class, and if I see you using your device for social media or to watch videos or play games, I'll ask you to leave and count you absent for the day. Knowledge is constructed, not transferred. Peter Senge, The Fifth Discipline. Late work policy. All coursework should be turned in by the due date and time scheduled by the instructor. Check your course calendar, assignment directions, and/or announcements by your instructor for specifics. Unless a class assignment, instructor, or course syllabus has specified otherwise, the grade for work turned in late will be reduced by 10% per day as defined by the instructor. Any work not turned in within 5 days as defined by the instructor will receive a grade of 0. The instructor may reconsider the grade if warranted by circumstances. Course engagement. Your participation in class is both expected and required, and counts for a substantial portion of your grade. Participation is more than just showing up. Participation means being prepared for class, having completed any assigned readings, and engaging in class discussions. Students who habitually show up for class having not completed the readings or watched or listened to assigned Sakai content, or who otherwise are not prepared for class may, at the discretion of the instructor, be asked to leave and counted absent for the day. It is disrespectful both to your classmates and to me to show up for class unprepared or unengaged. Use of Sakai. It is essential that you check our course Sakai site every day. Virtually all of our course content and all course assignments are available via Sakai. It is your responsibility to seek out this information, which is an extension of the syllabus. In particular, you should pay close attention to the Daily Content tab, as this will be the repository for all course readings and for daily assignments. If you encounter problems with Sakai, you should email me immediately to let me know. However, virtually all crises can be avoided if you properly manage your time and do not wait until the last minute to complete or submit assignments. Note that assignments on Sakai have strict deadlines, which will be enforced according to the late work policy above. Academic integrity. This is a big deal. First, some definitions. 1. Cheating. Defined as using or attempting to use unauthorized materials, information, or study aids in any academic exercise. 2. Fabrication. Defined as creating and or falsifying information or citation in any academic exercise. Number 3. Plagiarism. Defined as representing the words or ideas of someone else as one's own in any academic exercise. Number 4. Facilitation. Defined as helping or attempting to help someone to commit a violation of the academic integrity policy in any academic exercise. Example given, allowing another person to copy information during an examination. These 4 offenses will not be tolerated under any circumstances. Any of these offenses will result at minimum in a grade of 0 for the assignment in question. Particularly egregious offenses will result in a grade of 0 for the course and referral for academic disciplinary action. Students who commit a second plagiarism offense will receive an immediate grade of 0 for the course and referral to the Vice President of Academic Affairs for disciplinary measures. Definitions belong to the definers, not the defined. Toni Morrison. Attendance. Attendance is mandatory for this course. On a practical level, you will not be able to pass the course without coming to class regularly. Students will be allowed 3 absences without excuse with no penalty. After the 3rd absence, students will lose 1/2 of a letter grade from their final course grade for each additional absence. Example: student misses 6 class meetings and finishes with an average of 85. Student's final grade will be a C-. Additionally, habitual absences will negatively affect a student's participation grade. Timeliness is also an important part of attendance. Please arrive on time. Arriving after class begins on 3 occasions will equal 1 full absence, and absences accrued from being late for class count against your final grade in the same way as regular absences. Absences for documented or demonstrated illness, participating in college functions, including athletics and other Brevard College approved events, and deaths of immediate family members are excused and will not count toward the 3 allowed absences. However, as a general rule, you should communicate with me about these absences as far in advance as possible. If you're legitimately sick, particularly if you are contagious, please stay home. When you miss a class meeting, you are still responsible for the content you miss. Assignments and grading. Students can earn a total of 1,000 points in this course. At the end of the semester, the total points will be calculated, and the decimal will be moved 2 places to the left to determine the student's final grade. Example: if the student has earned 873 points, the final grade will be an 87.3, which is a B. Letter grades are assigned on a 10-point scale. At the discretion of the instructor, grades of plus or minus may be given as bonuses to bump a student up to the next highest grade in circumstances where the student has worked exceptionally hard or overcomes substantial obstacles. The following assignments are required for this course: RTTP Essay 1, 100 points. RTTP Essay 2, 100 points. RTTP Reflection Essay, 100 points. Primary Document Analysis 1, 100 points. Primary Document Analysis 2, 100 points. Exam 1, 100 points. Hard Questions Assignments, 5 at 20 points each. Participation 1, 100 points. Participation 2, 100 points. And Final Exam, 100 points. Due dates for these assignments are indicated on Sakai. Portfolios. All students are encouraged to keep electronic files, where possible, of work completed for this course. Saving material onto the O drive provided by the college or under the Resources tool in My Workspace on Sakai is the easiest way to do this. Please know that any student majoring in English, history, or religious studies is required to compile a portfolio during the junior or senior year to demonstrate success in achieving the goals for the major. Students who wish to obtain education licensure will also be required to submit work as evidence of meeting licensure standards. Any of the assignments from this course may be used to create a major portfolio and used as evidence when applying for a teacher licensure.